Hi, my name is Patrick. This specific video is for last 1 month of preparation for CAT for non-working professionals. So we classify it as a working professional, non-working professionals. The idea of non-working professionals is basically you can give 8 to 9 hours on both weekdays and weekends for the examination. Right. So if you're a non-working professional, that means if you have enough time to prepare for the exam, what you need to do. So you classify the days into 4: mock, practice, revision, and break. So this is a general idea about the whole thing. So we expect that as and when you come closer to the exam, you focus more on revising the whole mock. So as and when you come, revision is basically focusing on the previous mock that you have written and going through what strategies you have used, any important questions that you have solved in a previous case. So revising those concepts could basically help. Because as and when you come closer to the examination, you need to know what mistakes have you done in the past, and basically that would help you to avoid them as far as the exam is concerned. Maybe if you want one of these 3 days, you can convert to practice, or maybe focus on revision throughout. So approximately 3 mocks a week is what I have mentioned out here. So if you look at the total 12 mocks during this whole plan. Last week I've just kept one mock because last week is where you need to tone down. You can write one more mock if you want. I mean, based on your comfort level. But normally last week is somewhere where you taper down, more relaxed as far as possible. In the weekday, kept 2 days for practice, 1 day for revision, and 1 day break. Assuming that you're preparing really hard, you should reward yourself for some breaks in between. Now let's try to understand what does each of these day mean. So when I talk about mocks, what I expected is you do 2 hours of mocks on that day. 3 to 4 hours will go on analyzing the mock. So complete analysis of the whole mock is very important. Make the notes because that is what will help you during the revision days. Approximately 1 to 1.5 hours of reading. 1 to 2 sets of DLR. So apart from the mock, do practice a little extra DLR and maybe a little extra mathematics for half an hour. Okay, that will be the day of your mock. Most of your time will go on mocks and analysis, therefore it's called a mock day. But expect you to do a little bit extra studies on DLR and mathematics. Same way practice. During the practice days, you will spend 2.5 hours on DLR, 2.5 hours on mathematics. Now there's no sack. It should be 2.5 hours. You can change. For example, you feel that I want to do more of mathematics, less of DLR, you can do that, or vice versa. Maybe you want to look, everyone has his own target. Suppose you want to clear your sectional cutoff, then you need to focus on your weak area. You want to score an overall high percentile without bordering of sectional cutoff, then you need to focus on your strong area. So based on that, you can give more time for one area, less time for other area. Apart from that, 30 minutes maybe practice verbal, your jumble para, odd man out, etc. Normally I feel reading comprehension will be taken care by reading, but yeah, 30 minutes and 15 minutes of calculations. So on practice days, you can focus on this much, and that should help you to practice as far as possible. Apart from that, revisions. On the revision, spend 2 hours of reading. Okay, I'm going back. Practice 2.5 hours. Not necessarily at a stretch. You can take breaks and solve. 2.5 hours, you can solve more questions, I just mentioned 20 to 30 questions just for understanding, but solve as many questions as possible. Maybe less, maybe more. I'll just focus on time. Don't focus on quantity. Focus on learning from whatever you do, both as far as DLR goes and mathematics goes. Coming to revision, on the day, spend 4 hours on revising your previous mocks. So whatever mocks are written, go back, look at the mocks, look at what strategy you used in the past, look at what learnings you can get from that. Also, maybe if there's some specific questions that you marked that you want to go to it later, or solve later, or some good methods that you've used, maybe mark that and maybe you can go to it this particular. So 4 hours just to revise the previous mocks that you go. 2 to 3 hours of 2-3 sets of DLR, maybe 1 hour of DLR practice, 1 hour of mathematics practice, and maybe 15 minutes of calculations. So during this day also you will solve, you will practice. Most of your time will go on revision, but I would expect some amount of time to practice DLR and mathematics. Break day, I would expect you to take a break from mathematics, but do reading every day. That's very important. Read something that you enjoy, just a break. So just what you enjoy, you can read. And I would also maybe expect DLR. DLR is normally improves with more practice. So if you can keep practice of DLR throughout, it could help. Calculations important. Keep doing your calculations. And maybe you can take one puzzle and solve for 30. So this is around 3 to 4 hours of practice, I think, and you can take the remaining day off based on how much you're prepared. So again, putting up the whole thing again, generally guiding you in terms of what you need to do on each day. Again, make your own plan. This is just a rough estimate based on what I feel is required, but you, based on your requirement, each individual requires a different requirement, make your own plan and go about it. That's very important. We have courses for CAT, Con Workshop, DLR Workshop. We also have workshops post CAT, IFT, SNAP and ZAT, and GMAT crash course. For those details, you can contact us at 9821314788 or email us coin@coinacademy.com. I hope this video was useful. All the best for the exam and thank you.